Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Into the Breach. We did some stuff last episode. We finished up this island, and oh, that's right, it was our first time doing this island. So it'd be nice to do, like, 3 islands at least this time before we head over here. Because, like, in order to do this one, we have to do the previous 3 islands all in one run. How are we on achievements? We picked up the easy one. These 2 we can maybe get somehow. Who knows? Alright. So I don't know which of these to do next. It doesn't really seem like a big... I don't have strong feelings about which one is easier or harder. Let's do this one. Archiving. You've shown up here in the nick of time. The Vec are overrunning our island archive. The old Earth relics here still have some fight in them. They could help us. Wrong punctuation there. Should be like a colon? Maybe a semicolon. I don't know, the comma's very strange. It's clearly wrong, but, not the hugest deal in the world. It just tripped me up while reading it. Okay, so we could destroy the dam, kill at least 7 enemies. Are we good at killing enemies? We're all right at it. Well, we're gonna have to do this one eventually anyway, right? The whole rest of the island is unlocked. It is locked behind this. Alright, well, might as well get into it. I wanted to review what I've put points into here. I saw this, and it's a little bit surprising that I chose health instead of move. I don't remember why. Like, normally, I'm a big fan of having move. So I conclude that I must be taking a lot of damage on this guy to, like, block spawns or something, and so this is the first episode that I'm recording in the next day. The last couple episodes were in the same day, and so I'm coming back up to speed on what this game was all about. It's just like, it's very puzzling to me that I put health on all these guys, and I assume I had a reason. For this guy, it's quite obvious, right? Like, he damages himself all the time. And I picked move here, as I might have expected. This one's a mystery, but I'm going to trust my past judgment, who, when I did this, I remembered the game better than I remember it now. And I'll just assume that health is a good choice here. Remember, we have the ally immune laser. This guy does a bunch of damage, and this guy has shields, which we have not applied any of the upgrades to. Fine. Remembrance point, here we go. I played another game off camera in between that last episode and this one, hard mode, and made it to Island 4. Everything was going extremely well. I got perfects on 2 of the islands and almost the 3rd, I think. And then Island 4, I just got absolutely slaughtered. There were missions, like, the first mission was like, oh, all the monsters are alphas. It was horrible. So I'm a little bit trepidatious. Is that a word? Trepidatious? I have trepidation. I think trepidatious is the right word for that. Anyway, about trying to do 4 islands on this one. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're only on Island 2 right now. Okay, so this guy gives incoming weapon damage reduced is his bonus. Fine. This guy's not attacking anything meaningful, which is nice. What's our attack? It's a push, right? No, pull, but a non-artillery pull. That sounds familiar. So pulling him to here is quite productive. Oh, destroy the dam. Ugh. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Pulling him here is productive because then he'll shoot this guy. Or I could stand here and laser this whole area down. What I'd like to do is, like, kill this guy, though. Get a bunch of or get started killing him anyway. I can't put him on top of this because then he'd be shooting at a building. So I'm thinking maybe, like, shield these guys both up while I have a chance, and then attack this guy for 3 and kill this guy with my, oh no, I have to do something about him, huh? Right. So I could shield up, move here, dash at this guy. I can't hit this guy for 3. I can't move far enough. If only I had +1 move, huh? Very funny. Alright, so using this guy to pull seems like the better approach than using him to shield, since it's doing something relatively productive. The question is just what to do with these 2, and I suppose one answer would be kill this guy. Like, we have enough firepower to just do it, right? But I think actually it's better to do something like this. Here I can laser like 4 things that I want to hit, right? Deal 3 damage to this guy, 1 damage to each of these, then let this guy finish this guy off. And we also hit the dam. Then what am I doing with this? I'd like to dash into this guy to do some more damage to him, but if I do, he'll be in the wrong spot, right? I could dash him this way, I guess, to finish him off. Alright, so this is my plan, is to come here, pull this guy, laser them all, then let this guy die, and then dash to finish this guy off. I guess that's alright. We're not blocking any of these spawns, but we are killing most of the relevant stuff. Okay, I'll go for it. Just confirming this does indeed hit the dam. Good news. Okay. Oh, right! They have weapon damage reduced while this guy is up. I, for some reason, thought he was giving them extra health. Alright, so that is not going to do as much damage as I thought it would. Is it still worth doing? Seems good. And we just, instead of dashing to kill this guy, doing just 1 damage, we'll dash into this guy. I guess that also does just 1 damage, huh? And then we could block this. And that buys us more time to finish these guys off once this bonus is gone. Okay. So a similar plan to before. It's just not going to work as well as I thought it would. Ah, this guy will be on fire, though, so that's nice. That'll actually sort of finish him off. Right, he'll take 1 damage, and then 1 fire damage, and then next turn, before he can shoot, he'll take another fire damage. So, we're making good progress. Oh my god, his attack splits! How am I only just now noticing this? I just saw, like, where he was pointing. I saw this, and I was like, yeah, no problem. But then, like, yeah, this. Okay. Did I have anyone standing here? Is that what was going on, maybe? I think this guy was here? Yeah. And that's why I didn't notice? Maybe? So I could reset. But I don't actually have a good plan that involves killing this guy. Or even blocking him. I think that this is the best I'm going to do, and we'll just take a damage here. Boo. So again, this guy's dead already, doesn't matter at all. This guy is a bit awkward. We could pull him this way and get him to shoot the dam for us. And then laser this guy down. Now that we can do full damage to him. That frees this unit up, and remember this guy's dying already, to stand here. And we could choose to either repair or attack this guy. Ah, we don't want to attack this guy because we want him to stay where he is, standing on top of this spawner. So I think that's the plan, is to do this, 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 pull this guy in, shoot this guy, and repair, but not attack with this guy. There we go. Wow, you guys spit acid. Nasty. What? I didn't know that was gonna happen. That's cool, I guess. I mean, it makes sense when you break the dam, water would come down, but it should have, I feel like, told me what tiles would be destroyed when we blew up the dam so that I could use that in my plan. Good news though, it means we didn't take damage on this guy while we were blocking the spawn with him. So I feel like the thing to do here is just block all 3 spawns. Right? Like, it's the last turn for the enemies to spawn. Oh, but if I do that, I definitely will not have succeeded at killing 7 enemies. Which, you know, it doesn't mean I have to kill 7 enemies, but it sure would be nice, wouldn't it? So I have to let 2 of them spawn if I want to do that. And maybe 3 would be better, just so I can guarantee that I'll be able to kill at least 2 of them. Because there might very well be some that have, like, too much health, right? It seems, in fact, quite likely. Although, if any of them are swimming, or are non-flying, we can pull them into the water. So, I don't know. Yeah, any non-flying guys we can pull into the water, probably. And any flying guys will have little enough health that we should be able to kill them. I think I'll go ahead and let all 3 spawn, just to make sure that I can get at least 2 of them. It's a questionable choice. What are we doing with this guy in the meantime? We'd like to shield something, right? But what? The mechs, probably? Alright. Actually, probably better to stand here. The mountain's gonna block. I was worried about hitting the city, but I don't need to. The mountain's in the way, so. And I'll stand, like, here. And repair. There we go. Every time I've gotten this destroy the dam mission, I've failed at it. So this was the first time I've seen this happen. Alright, good. We can push... Yeah, we can kill all 3 of them, in fact. I believe. Yep. Come over here and pull this guy into the water. Shove this guy into the water. And laser this guy. Nice and easy. By the book. We did take a damage, which was too bad. Maybe there was a way around that, but it was pretty hard to spot. Alright, are we going to try the Forgotten Hills? Defend the train. Do we have the equipment to do that? The charge beam is pretty bad for that. The shield is probably pretty good. The charge thing is like, I don't know, mixed bag. We could go here first. Because I would be happy to get more grid power. Well, this one's easier than this one. So if we want to do something like that, we would do this. But I think I'm going to go ahead and try this tougher one. Alright, let's examine the map, though, first. How nasty is it? I can't tell. Like, I can see it, but I can't really judge how bad a situation this is. Is that an alpha... whatever the spitter guy was we had last time, who shot acid at 3 tiles? That really stinks. I don't like him at all. Yikes. This one, oh, I see. This should be pretty easy, I think. I love these mine missions. Enemies are so bad at dealing with them. And the objectives are not particularly difficult ones. I think I'll do this first before I have to decide on something. Oh, I hate... Wait a minute. It's another friggin' alpha centipede. What a jerk butt. Alright, and 2 hornets and a scion. Okay. Like that? I don't know how to deploy here. Yeah, don't like that attack. Can I push him into here? That's what I really would like to do. It does not seem easy to do that. I can't move quite far enough. So I can laser this guy, that's easy enough. I just wish I could get to like here, but that's obviously way like if I'd positioned these two opposite. If I had the flying guy over here, I could pull this guy into a mine. That would be real great. But I guess what I can do is go here and dash, pushing this guy there. And then we cover both the spawns, and then I could like shield up or something. But then what am I doing about this guy? Pull him here. Well, I'm not shielding up then. Maybe I'll just leave him there, and yeah, that way this guy will shoot him, because he's gonna hit my tank, who's gonna be sitting here, and it'll splash to the sides, and it'll kill this guy, so we don't have to worry about him. That seems good. Where should I stand to shield up here? I guess I might as well hit this building while I'm at it. A plan looks sort of like this, right? This, push. We're doing the push first, of course. Push, laser. Nothing is under threat. Good, I like it. So I'll just stay right here to kill this guy. Yeah. I forgot that kills mines. Oh well. So we're dashing first, so that the shield blocks the 2 attack and the acid, not the 1 self-damage from the dash. Nice. Did it block the acid? So it's... a shield blocks the first bad effect that happens. Any bad effects that happen along with damage, that is. But the effect of that guy's attack is to put acid on the tile under you, rather than on the unit. And so, I guess, what happened is that he hit us and we took 0 damage, and then the acid and our shield went away. Then the acid was on the floor, and then the game's like, oh, look at that, you're standing in acid. So I don't know, kind of a crappy ruling if you ask me, but no one did. So the obvious thing to do with this guy is to just dash into him again, right? I would love to laser him, but I can't reach. What to do with this guy is a more interesting question. I have 2 obvious lines, right? I can go here and pull him into this. Or I can go over here and shoot him and he just dies. This one uses... It destroys both of these mines, however, which are kind of nice to have. However, it leaves me free to, like, on this guy, apply a shield to this tank again, because he's kind of, like, taking a lot of damage, right? He'll be at 1 health if I don't shield him when he dashes this guy and then stands on a spawner. And I think that's a good idea. It's a little bit too bad that I can't... I can't shield something else along with shielding him. But I think that's the most productive use of our unit's turns. Right, like if I could get this guy onto a spawner, maybe I could do something useful with him. But as it is, the only useful thing he can really do is kill this guy. It uses up 1 more mine, but gives me the opportunity to do something with both of these, as opposed to do something with just one of them. Is there some way I could use this guy to defeat this fellow? I don't see one. I could shield up these, I guess. Like, if I shielded up these 2 cities and left this guy alive, that's a line I could take. But it doesn't seem like a very good one to me. Yeah. Alright. Well. Yeah, let's just kill this guy, I guess. Make sure I don't have any... Okay. Sometimes I'm never quite sure. Have I, like, moved any mechs to demonstrate or consider something, and I need to move them back before I commit with an attack, and so I, like, compulsively undo moves just in case. Because, like, it's lit up. I've moved at least 1. Did I move any before this? I just can't quite remember. Alright. Wait. Oh, he's in acid. that makes it even more important to shield him, because he's dealing double damage to himself. So I need to shield him before he dashes, not after. Not a huge difference when I do it, if not for the acid. But with the acid, it of course makes a big difference. Yeah. Alright, so we'll shield him up here. And then I guess he's sort of like out of commission, right? He's not going to be able to do anything in the next couple turns. Kind of stinks. Because he's blocking the spawn, he'll take 1 damage. And now if he ever dashes again, he'll take 2 damage and die. So I guess he's just going to be relegated to blocking spawns and repairing himself, probably. I wonder, I maybe should have moved this guy. This is not the best spot for him. I would have rather have him, like, at least here. Or I think I could... Yeah, I guess in order to be in range of this guy, I had to be in one of these 2 tiles. He couldn't have moved any further. And still be have a proper firing solution for hitting this guy with a shield. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that. Huh. I don't actually have a good way to get this guy off of this building. Like, I'm a little bit concerned that it cannot be done. How far can this guy move? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I somehow freed him up, I still couldn't use him to push this guy into a mine. Now, I could, like, sacrifice this mech to save the coal plant. I think that that is worth doing. You know, pilots are great, but ultimately this game is about not losing a bunch. Like, this right now is worth 2 power, by the way, because we're losing 1 and we're losing this. And also, we would lose an objective, and like, this game is about trying to complete objectives. This pilot is no one of consequence, I'm afraid. Sorry, Estelle. But I think the best I can do is attack this guy for 2+3, destroying this mech. Oh, he repaired himself. He's not in acid anymore, actually. That's an interesting... Why is he still on acid? He didn't repair himself. He attacked and was shielded. That's right. Okay. So... Alright. If I could, like, get over to here, of course, that would be great, but I can't. If I had an artillery, like, pulling effect, I could pull him, like so, to here, and that would be fine, but I don't. So I don't see any pulls that keep him away from important civilian structures. This guy can only do 3 damage. And, like, that's just it, right? All I can do. And that won't stop him. So I need to do more by throwing this guy at him. In order to do that, I will have to pull... Let's see, what order do I need to be in? I want to be standing here, because he's going to get pushed back. So I need to be here. I need to free this guy up from his webbing. It would be nice if I could do that by pulling him, because then these guys would hit each other, but I can't. So instead, I need to pull this guy back. And then having done that, go over here, hit this guy, and then later this guy. I think that's all I can do. Yep. See you later, Estelle. There's going to be a lot of Vec to deal with next turn. Hopefully they choose to try to attack mechs instead of attack cities. Buildings. But of course they don't. Well, at least only one of them is... An incompetent one at that is blocking... is trying to attack the... Oh, Last turn, I had an option of a lot of different places I could have moved this guy to in order to do this pull. I moved him up here to be like, hey, far away from the enemies. But it's not a good idea because I should have like been closer to here so I could pull these guys away from the stuff they're going to be attacking, which I could easily have predicted this outcome. But I didn't, so... Right? Like, if I were standing, say, here, instead, it would be a piece of cake. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull this guy. And he would just completely whiff. But instead, I can't do that. There's nothing I can do to stop that guy from shooting a city. A building. I can't even, like, get to here, which would be, well, here, I guess. Would be good enough to pull this guy in so he's not attacking another building. But instead, we're just going to lose a ton of health here. The only useful thing I can see to do is to kill this guy and get out of everyone else's way and suffer 4 grid damage this turn. What a nightmare. I just don't see what else I can do. I can't reach anyone else. Yeah. No shields left. There you go. Pull him. It doesn't matter, but... So, I mean, we accomplished all the objectives. Oh, good resist. Another resist, please? I don't ask for much. No, of course not. Well, we got luckier than we deserved, I think. I definitely made some mistakes. Yeah. Boo. Take less than 3 grid damage. Failed. I never fail those missions. That's the worst. What a kick in the teeth. Yeah, understood. So I forget if you guys have... I don't think I lost any pilots in the last playthrough. Now we have an AI pilot. So the mech still works, but it doesn't have any pilot. So they can't gain experience, and they don't have any special bonuses, and what have you. So, alright, I think we're going to leave this alone. I'm clearly not playing well enough to do that. And get one more in. Here. Here. There? That's the power generator. Let's protect that, shall we? What are you attacking? You're attacking these guys. Really? Well, maybe it would be better if you stood over here, don't you think? I would like that a great deal. And he has just 2 health, so this push will kill him. But I want to make sure that I don't hit him. So we're going to laser this guy. I want to make sure we don't laser this guy because I want him to have 1 health left so he can block this spawn. I don't know, maybe I don't want to block 2 spawns, actually. I probably want to let one of those spawns in, so maybe I should kill this guy and only block this 1 spawn with this guy. Pull this guy down. And block this. But don't block this. That seems good. Wait, but that'll kill this guy. Then he won't shoot at this. That's a pretty bad... I want him alive so he can shoot this. I think that's pretty good. So I should push him out of the way of this bullet before I shoot him. Ah, but before I can do that, I have to pull this guy because it's not an artillery pull. There we go. Got him. So we kind of had to block all the spawns there, which I'm not thrilled about, but I mean, it's fine. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of guys coming in. See, that's why I didn't want to block 2 spawns, because now we just have, like, a turn where we can't really do much. I don't know, I guess we can repair. Kind of what I have to do, isn't it? Try to limit the bleeding. With just 3 evac coming in, I might be able to manage it. Ooh. If I can just pull... let's see, order this guy. If I can make this guy attack here, that'll be good. This guy I can just get out of the way of. But even if he does attack here, he's not going to kill this guy. He only does 1 damage. Right, so like this is promising. We still need to do something about this guy. And I can't, like, no one can get in his way. I can come down here and pull him south, I guess? Is that good for some reason? Doesn't seem so good. Alright, good news anyway, no new Vec appeared this turn. But there's still going to be 3 more next turn. I could kill this guy if I wanted by pulling him onto some acid and then shooting him really hard in the face. That's an interesting play, actually, because it lets me stand here and laser this guy and do 1 damage to this guy while I do it. Then I could dash into this guy, killing him, and I just have this one guy taking 1 pot shot at us. It's not great, but I could do that. Is there some way I could prevent any damage at all? I honestly don't see one. Well, so I guess there is. If I stood here and charged this guy down, then he would... These guys would both be firing through my tank. And not hit any of the buildings. Or I could indeed even not charge into this guy and let him suffer this guy attacking him, and I would take a little bit less damage as a result. Yeah, because if I charge him, I'll actually die from this guy attacking, and then this guy will get to hit the city. Because this will do... I would die not from that, but from this attack. If I just walk up here, I'll take a total of 2-3 damage, right? 1 from this, and then 2 from this, because I'll have acid on. But if I charge him, I'll take 1 from the charge, 1 from this, and 2 from this, and be dead next turn. Now, it's fine to have this guy die eventually, but we'd like to stay alive this turn if we can, right? So I think just walking here and then repairing is honestly the best play for this guy right now. Feels a little weird, but I think it is actually a good play. Which means we're free to do whatever we want with this fellow. And I think that the idea of pulling him into acid so that I can kill him is a good plan. We could try to block a spawn with him instead. Actually, we can't, because if we did, the only way to do that would be to pull in like this, and then we would get shot. So I don't want to do that. So instead, just come up here, pull him into this, and like so. Did we repair already? No. Oh, and he's on fire, so that means he's dead next turn. I didn't think about that. He was standing in a forest when we shot him. So we don't have to worry about this guy anymore. That's good news. Oh, it's too bad that this guy is... Oh, wow! That's such phenomenal luck! I was like, it's too bad that he's attacking my mech, but like if I move, he'll attack a building. Right? Like, that stinks. But then another guy got in the way. Bad news, though, he's attacking a building, so... I guess shielding this building is good enough, right? Shield this building, come in here, kill this guy, blow up the mech, who cares? This guy dies, this guy does nothing, this guy shoots this guy. This guy attacks the building, but it doesn't hurt. I think that's the line. I haven't even decided what to do with this guy. It doesn't even matter, right? I guess I could... shoot something? Yeah, that seems good. Shoot this guy is like the only one we can plausibly kill. Then we don't take damage. Not that it matters. How many enemies are we killing in that case? 7. Wow. Amazing. 4, 5, 6, 7. We're geniuses. Got him. There goes that guy again. Yeah, that's no one should ever have signed up to pilot the charge mech, is my considered opinion. All right, believe it or not, a perfect mission. You know, we lost a mech, but that didn't matter, and we didn't take any grid damage even. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Okay, well. We have one more mission to choose from before we have to do Corporate HQ. And as before, I think that makes a good time for a break. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.